useless!
What's going on YouTube? Your chum with Trainers Abza, and today I've got a Little Cup battle for you. Yeah, that's right, got some Little Cup for you. And I'm working on making another not another sixth generation team, but another Little Cup team in general, so you guys can get some variety instead of the same team over and over again. Anyway, looking at my opponent's team, threat's gonna have to say Mienfoo because, you know, standard Mienfoo is... any Mienfoo is a threat, honestly. Except maybe especially defensive. Now, I bet he could even pull off that kind of set, just slap on a Violite. There's really not a lot Mienfoo can't do. Anyway, Ponyta, because, well, it's a Ponyta, and some of you may not know, but Ponyta has the highest base stat total amongst all Little Cup Pokemon. So it would be natural to see that it's actually quite the formidable threat. Next, we've got Meowth, which is a known priority user, being able to mix Technician with Fake Out, Bite. Thankfully, it can't mix it with U-Turn, so that's a plus. And something to just note, not really a threat, but something to watch out for, is Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur does have access to Sleep Powder. It's got a pretty good type coverage when it comes to fighting types, and I should probably watch out for it since it's got some decent power and hits at least 14 speed. I'm not positive, like off the top of my head, what its speed cap is, but I know it hits at least 14, which means it can run a viable Scarf set, or it could just be a Violite like most of the rest. Anyway, enough with the team preview, let's get to the battle. So my opponent today is SeaSlug, who's actually a pretty good bud of mine. Once he saw that I had a Little Cup team, he challenged me to a battle, and you know what? I was happy to accept. He's going to start off with his Meowth as I start off with my Noibat, and right off the bat, I know this is not a good matchup for me because I know Fake Out is going to hurt. Even with a Violite, that Technician boost is really going to do some damage. So instead of going into Hone Edge, I decided to go into my Pancham, which has a type advantage over it. I could have gone for my Hone Edge to try and get like no damage from the Fake Out, you know, because it'd be immune. But I didn't want to get hit with a Bite. So I go into my Pancham, go for a Storm Throw as he goes for a U-turn, and that Bulbasaur actually doesn't take it. No, excuse me. Had some gas. Blech. People burp. Surprisingly, that Bulbasaur doesn't take it very well. So I'm going to switch out here into my specially defensive Skiddo, just in case he wanted to try and go for a Sleep Powder or something, as he reveals the hidden power and goes for it again. And I'm not sure why he's not going for Sludge Bomb, because that would obviously be the much better move. I go for a Horn Leech predicting the switch, however, he doesn't, and it looked like I think I can take one more. Yeah, I can take one more just in case, and I'm going to Milk Shriek on this turn. So he's going to pull back, go into his Ponyta, and like I was saying about the Bulbasaur before, since he didn't switch up moves and go for Sludge Bomb or something, it tells me either he doesn't have it, which most Bulbasaurs do anyway for Stab, or that he is running a different set, maybe Scarf, probably. And based off the Storm Throw damage, that's probably what it was. So he pulls back his Ponyta, goes into Bulbasaur as I go into Noibat. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but hey, it works for me. He goes for a Sludge Bomb, and since he didn't go for the Hidden Power, I'm going to guess it wasn't Hidden Power Ice. As I go for the Hurricane, however, he's going to pull back, go into his Ponyta again, and I'm going to miss the Hurricane. That's annoying. But I still want my Noibat for his Mienfoo, so I'm going to pull back, go into my Hone Edge, and here things get tricky. I noticed he's been predicting a lot at this turn. Like, this turn I fully expected to take the Flare Blitz and then knock him out with a Shadow Sneak afterwards, since he would have gotten off Recoil and the Shadow Claw damage. But he goes for Return, protecting my Switch, and no, I'm baiting the Flare Blitz because I know I can take it. You already revealed that. I think he already revealed that he's not Life. No, he didn't reveal he wasn't Life Orb. So Life Orb could have knocked me out, but I was pretty sure I could take it. I could go for a Shadow Claw and knock him out. So now in comes Oshawott. I'm a little bit afraid of this thing, but not that much. A little bit, but not that much. I'm going to go into my Skiddo, and he's going to predict my switch and go for Swords Dance. Either that or he thought that Hone Edge couldn't do anything to me. And he's going to go for an X-Scissor here, which is going to hurt, but thankfully, thanks to my defense investment, I do manage to take it. I go for the Horn Leech, which is going to knock him out, and I'm like, man, Oshawott's made of glass. Oh, it was a crit. Well, that's unfortunate. I can't say if that crit mattered or not, but I guess that makes up for the Hurricane miss, so tit for tat, as they say. So he's going to bring in his Meowth now. I'm going to pull back and go into my Hone Edge, which now he's going to predict. And he's been predicting a lot in this battle. So I think that it might be in my best interest to mix it up, like sometimes predict, sometimes make obvious plays, just to kind of throw him off. so now I'm going to go into my Pancham as he goes for the U-turn again. These U-turns are really doing nothing, but at least it gives him switch initiative, I guess. And he gets off some very, very, very minor chip damage. He brings in his Makuhita. Well, okay, that's a switch, I guess. As I go for a Bulldoze just to slow down the Meowth, or anything he wanted to U-turn into so I could try and knock it out with a Storm Throw. But like I said, he brings in the Makuhita. I go for Storm Throw. It's not a KO from there. As he goes for knockoff, which I'm annoyed with, because everything and their mother runs knockoff. I mean, I guess it's okay for Makuhita, considering it's pretty low on the viability ranking, and if it really needs knockoff, you know what, go for it. I would love to see it used more, and if it needs this, feel free. So now he brings in Mienfoo, goes for the Fake Out, doesn't do that much to Pancham, and now I see the Life Orb on Mienfoo. That's good information, so I know he's not Scarfed. He goes for U-turn, and it's going to leave me at 1 HP, which I'm pretty happy about. I actually thought I was going to get knocked out, so I didn't bother to attack. Seeing that I'm left with 1, he's going to pull back into his Bulbasaur, and either way this works for me, because I'm going to go for the Parting Shot, since I know that it can't really, if it's Scarfed, it's going to lose any special attack it had, and it's either going to have to switch, or he's going to have to fodder it. So I go into my Froakie. I'm almost positive Bulbasaur does not hit 16 speed, which my Froakie does have and is Scarfed, so I am able to go for the Ice Beam and do a really good chunk to his switch into Meowth. Now, I'm thinking that I'm in a little bit of a corner here, but it's not something that I can't come back from. And I pull back my Froakie. I'm going to go into my Pancham just as fodder. It's got 1 HP, and it doesn't have priority. There is nothing it can do, and there's nothing left on his team that I can outspeed. So, down goes Pancham, but you know what? It did a pretty good job. I'm satisfied with its work. So, Meowth shows that he has leftovers, and I'm like, dude, what the hell? And he's like, I know, I didn't have the Eviolite, so I just let it go for now, and I guess I should be thankful he's leftovers and not Life Orb. But I do manage to knock him out with my Froakie since he doesn't have priority anymore. He brings in his Mienfoo. I still don't know if this Mienfoo is carrying Fake Out or not. And based off this next move, I'm going to say that maybe it doesn't, because he just goes straight for the high jump kick. And I was afraid that Froakie could not knock out Mienfoo with just the Ice Beam. So I wanted to send in my Noibat just in case, because it looks like he might not be able to hit me, but he has Stone Edge. But he misses, and I hit my Hurricane, which is great. So I don't know if that Stone Edge miss would have mattered, because I still have Litleo and Froakie, but I don't know if Litleo would have been able to survive a Stone Edge. I think it would have, but Life Orb, that's kind of questionable. It managed to take a non-Life Orb hit from Archon, probably max attack Rock Slide, so maybe it can take Mienfoo's Life Orb Stone Edge, but I wasn't positive about it, and I know I couldn't take High Jump Kick. But again, both those moves can miss. I didn't know if it mattered. He sends in Bulbasaur, I go for Ice Beam, knock him out, and that is going to be the end of the battle. So GG SeaSlug, that was actually a lot of fun. I was not sure if I was going to pull that win out of my ass at the end, but I managed to somehow. I don't know how, but somehow I did. Anyway, let's get to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, I want to ask you guys, well, not really ask you, but I want to tell you guys what's going on right now. Now, right now, in my life, I am preparing for out-of-town company. And, you know, in a few days' time, when some people decide to watch this, or if some people watch it like a week later, they're not going to know what the hell's going on. But today, on this date, like April 15th, I'm getting ready for out-of-town company, and we've got a whole bunch of stuff moving. I've actually got my main PC in my room on a desk, and I can't hook it up anywhere, and I can't like plug in any internet to it because it needs to plug in directly to the router. And I'm just I'm trying to get these recordings to you guys, and I can't get any recordings to my LP channel. But I managed to make it so my laptop is good enough to where I can do editing and record battles and stuff from it instead of needing my main PC. Now, what this means is, for people who were relying on me for recordings, I would not do that because I cannot record system audio from my laptop. I can do it from my PC, but I can't plug it in, I can't turn it on, I can't access the data in there anyway, so I can't record the sound because of hardware limitations on my laptop. and I can't access any footage, let's say from Let's Plays, or if I had already recorded something for someone, I don't have access to it from my main computer. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. If I seem busy within these past few days, or if maybe you added me on Skype and you don't see me online a lot, that's what's going on. Thanks for understanding, guys. I really appreciate your guys' support for this channel. Really, this channel is not possible without you. I hope you guys understand that. But that's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that try and get us to 2K by the end of the month. Because if we do get to 2K at the end of the month, I will reveal my face at 2K. Not like 2,500 subs. I will do it at 2K. So yeah, I think that's it. All I have to say, and I will see you guys next time. Please be sure to visit the artists that make these videos possible. Also, if you need help recording X and Y battles, be sure to message me on Twitter or add me on Skype and we can set something up. Finally, I hope you all enjoyed that video, and if you did, maybe you'd like to check out more of my content in the annotations or the links in the description below.
There it goes.
Oh, that
There it
freak
goes.
thing. Woo!
It's going through the mountain right now.
I like how when it goes through the mountain, it's just like pure silence.
Oh god, I can see through the world. Oh,
Yeah.
chunks are loading. Chunks are loading.